Hey pageant fans, welcome back to another episode of Tea Stance on Pageantry. I'm your host Teresa, and in this episode, we're diving into a crucial topic. Do you need a pageant coach? Hey pageant fans, welcome back to another episode of Tea Stance on Pageantry, where we talk all things pageant related. I'm your host Teresa. If you're a returning subscriber, welcome back, and if you're new here, thanks for joining us. Now, although I am a pageant coach, I will be the first to tell you that you do not necessarily need a pageant coach in order to stand out or even win your pageant. I have definitely known contestants who have won without a pageant coach. But that being said, embarking on a pageant journey is thrilling, but it also comes with its own set of challenges. And you might be wondering if hiring a pageant coach is the right move for you. So in this episode, I kind of want to explore that a little bit and see if I can share some key reasons why a pageant coach can be, a game changer for you in your pageant preparation. So when it comes to deciding whether or not you need a pageant coach, here's one of the first questions I would ask myself. Are you a beginner in pageantry? If you answered yes, then you may actually want to get a pageant coach. When you're just starting out in pageantry, it can be very overwhelming. Take it from someone who has been there and done that. There's so much to learn in such a limited amount of time. So having a pageant coach can really guide you through the basics, helping you to avoid any common pitfalls and ensuring that you're well prepared for your big debut. I have definitely competed in pageants without a pageant coach, and I cannot tell you how incredibly challenging it is having to go through a pageant without a coach because there's just so much to learn. Think about it. If you're a beginner, you're probably learning about the pageant industry. Then you're learning about your pageant system. Then you got to learn how to do some of the skills that are required for pageantry, like runway, interview, learning social media, posing in front of a camera, all of these things. So it can be quite overwhelming to be in a pageant for the first time and not have a coach. So that would be one of the reasons why I would suggest someone get a pageant coach is if you are a beginner in pageantry. Number two is, are you seeing your desired results? If you answered no, then you may want to get a pageant coach. So let's say you've participated in multiple pageants, but you haven't reached your goal. And so it might be time for you to seek out someone who has experience in pageant coaching, because a coach can help provide the insights into areas that you may need to improve upon in order for you to stand out. Because the coach is going to come in with strategies. They're going to help you to strategize and help you to figure out where are the areas that maybe you may be losing points, because sometimes when we're doing stuff, we don't know. We can't see the picture, the bigger picture. So having a coach there who can say, did you know that you're doing this in interview, or that you do this when you walk? Invaluable, right? So I would definitely ask myself that question and think about the answer and be honest with yourself. Are you seeing the results that you desire? Because pageant coach can help you get to that next level. The next question I would ask, are you transitioning to a new pageant system? Each pageant system has a unique set of rules and expectations. And I say this all the time to potential clients that although pageants, all of them have similar things, similar categories that they have. So for example, almost every pageant has a runway segment. Almost every pageant has an interview. Almost every pageant has an onstage question, right? They have a lot of the same segments, but they are different in terms of what they value, what they look for in a title holder. So those are important things to know and to understand about every pageant. So if you are transitioning to that new system, you may need some additional help from someone that has experience in that system. And a coach can help you to adapt your approach so that you can align yourself with these new requirements and increase your chances of success. I mean, I can't tell you how many times I've seen girls transition to a new pageant and they have not changed their approach, right? And I see this when they're going from, like, say, a teen pageant to a miss pageant. They've not changed their approach. They've not got a coach who understands that miss pageants are different from teen pageants, and therefore they end up not aligning themselves with the pageant they're currently competing in, and they lose out on points. Now, the fourth reason I would consider getting a pageant coach is if you are competing at an international pageant. Let me say that again. If you are competing in an international pageant, okay, at an international level, at this point, you are at basically the Olympics of pageantry if you are competing internationally. And I'm talking about like your Miss Universes, Miss Worlds, Miss Supras, Miss Grand, all of those big pageants, right? If you are competing at that level, you definitely need a pageant coach at that point. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it, because at that point you are not just representing yourself, but you are representing your country on an international stage, and that is a significant responsibility. A pageant coach can ensure that you are presenting yourself in the best possible light. They will help you fine tune every aspect of your performance to meet that heightened competition standards. You do not want to be that girl that goes to an international pageant and did not prepare adequately because she did not invest in a coach. You want to have a coach, okay? So we've gone over the 4 reasons why you would want to consider getting a pageant coach. 1, if you are a beginner in pageantry. 2, if you are not seeing your desired results. 3, if you're transitioning to a new pageant system. And 4, if you're competing at an international level. Now, let's say that you are still on the fence, right? You might be. So here are some additional benefits of working with a pageant coach. Maintaining focus. Pageant coaches, they help you balance your pageant preparation, and they can really help hold you accountable, ensuring that you will see significant and consistent progress by keeping you on track. 2, they help you to showcase your strengths, whether it's in runway or public speaking, interview, whatever it is. A coach can help you highlight your talents and create routines and things like that that will help you to impress judges and make a really good impression so that you stand out. And 3, they help you build confidence. Preparation breeds confidence, all right? And that's one of the things I love about pageant coaching is that it really does build confidence, because nothing can make you feel more confident than being at your pageant on the day or on the night of and knowing that you can just breathe and get out there and do what you've been doing all along, and you can trust in yourself because you have put in the work. Okay? So you cannot go wrong with a pageant coach. A pageant coach can only help you to stand out even more in a competition. So these are the reasons why I would suggest seeking out a pageant coach if you're on the fence. I hope that these have helped you make a decision. And if you are interested in coaching with me, I will leave my information in the description box below. So be sure to hit the like button, subscribe, comment, and share it with the pageant girl in your life. Now, until next time, have a great week. Bye.